let's test this because I haven't done this in a while. So I hope you can see me. I hope I'm in focus. This camera is starting to look weird with, I mean, doing weird things with the focus. It's great to take pictures with it, but because I cannot see myself, does not have a flip screen, I cannot see myself if I'm actually in the screen, on the screen right now. So I think I will upgrade or take a new camera. Anyways, so I've been away on this channel for what, about a year now. Sorry about that, but I guess I compensated by actually posting more on Instagram and basically showing you what I've been doing throughout the year. I've been away, traveled, done a lot of things, well, a lot of things that I haven't actually showed. But anyways, the idea is that I had a little more appetite to, because I like taking pictures, of course, I always like taking pictures, but I felt more safe, open to do certain things than usual. Anyway, so today I wanted to share something with you, something that I've been doing for quite a while in this past few months, and I've been doing actually a lot of reading and learning, and well, that's what I've been doing actually my entire life basically, among other things. So I was mentioning in one of my updates on my other channel that my interests are a little more abstract. Well, they've always been abstract. Anyway, so I am right now, I discovered this new series. Well, it's called In Easy Steps. This is a UK publishing house that has a huge series of coding and programming books. I wish that I would have found them 3 or 4 years ago when I started this journey. Back then I used to have only these. I mean, the John Duckett books are still great for those of you that want to start the coding journey. But if you're somebody, if you're somebody that does not have any idea of like how this works, and even if you're like, okay, I understand, I'm supposed to put this sign here, I'm supposed to put this bracket, I'm supposed to whatever, what the tag is, what this or that, it's not that you cannot like understand the concepts, but they don't, well, you're not going to assimilate them. So a lot of these books that I've been reading and seeing a lot, they're not really user friendly, although some of them they're trying to be. But for somebody that, let's say, really has no point of reference on this path, they can be quite daunting and discouraging. So it takes longer. I mean, if you really want to learn, it takes longer. This took for me certain things to get to sink in, not because you don't get them the first time, but it's like you forget them because you haven't really stored them in your mind. The books, the way they are written, usually they're not made to really certain notions, certain concepts to stick in your head. So I discovered that most of them are written by the same author. It's called Mike McGrath. Let me see, let me try to focus here. Come on. So as I was saying, there's a whole series. I'm going to insert here somewhere a picture with, because I have more of them. So all of them, well, at least the ones that I bought, they are by Mike McGrath, and all of them follow the same structure. I mean, the book itself was a design wise. Let me show you something on the side. There are chapters. In each chapter, let's say this is chapter 7, you'll learn, let's say, encapsulating data, creating instances, whatever. And it explains, this chapter demonstrates how to use Python for object-oriented programming. Already, this is too advanced for someone that has no idea. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, so let's say I'm encapsulating data. It will show you the syntax, what it means to do this. And then you'll have the examples. Let's go a little bit more in the beginning. Let's say finding something more simple as doing arithmetic. So you have, let's say, come on, focus. Wow, I hate this. Come on. Okay, subtraction, addition. So, and then it explains how all these things work, what they are. As you can see here, this kind of like symbols, this is like a hot tip. It explains, okay, values used with operators to form expressions are called operands. In the expression 2 plus 3, the numerical value 2 and 3 are the operands. The elephant means like don't forget, and there's an explanation for that. Sorry, okay, you can see. Then you'll have the actual, so basically on this page is the theory usually, and then you have the example, and for each example every step is explained. What are you doing right now, what is this, what is whatever, and then you will be shown the actual results when you open your command prompt, and then you will actually see the whole thing. So it is very well structured, and all chapters are very well covered, and even if it's supposed to be like plus it's in color, so it's much more friendly, but it's not just that, it's like it's well structured. It's something like I would do, so that's why I was so happy when I saw it. It's just not like, because there's a lot of books out there that are trying to say it's like, oh, we're creating this structure and this and that, but they're not really friendly for most people, or for somebody that has, as I said, has no idea, and okay, you want to pick up this book and you want to, I don't know, learn, makes sense. So they are very well done, all of them, and they follow the same structure. As I said, on this side usually is the theory, and here's the example with what it actually shows on whatever as a final product, so to speak. As I'm like, okay, you wrote this code, and then when you test, when you want to see what you've done, then you're going to see this. So you can do all the exercises. In themselves, they're exercises, and you can do it, play with them in your own text editor when you're going to learn all these things. So they're actually really great to start you on whatever you want. If you want to learn about JavaScript, if you want to learn Java, HTML, whatever you want, they have most of the stuff, most of the languages covered. And if they're not, they're still writing. There are new books to come from now on. So I wish, as I said, I wish I would have had these kind of books when when I started, but I started this by myself because, well, I was sort of shown all sorts of things. So anyways, but I know that there's a better way now. So if you're curious, and even if you're like you were considering until now to do this, but the books, the whole thing kind of scared you, because it can scare you. If you're like, whoa, what's this? I can't, I'm stupid, I don't know. This is a good way to start this without feeling like you're a complete idiot. And when you have these, and then you do also like some other classes, there's different platforms where you can do that. Actually, I talk about this in another video on my other channel, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago when I was starting with this, because I was studying on Code Academy. So all these things back then, they help, but I had other sources, and then somehow it became like a non-linear way of learning all this stuff. And as I picked them up, I mean these kind of books, then like everything kind of like made sense, even more sense. Also, I've been doing a course, it's like computer science online. It's from Harvard. It's on edX. If you're interested, you can still enroll. And understanding more than just like, okay, I'm learning a language, but understanding a little bit of the base of the whole thing, like what it's up with this computer science thing, and like where everything fits in, because you need to learn about certain parts that are not just like, okay, the language, but behind the language, all sorts of things you're going to need, well, as you learn the language. Then picking up any language after that will be much easier, and you'll understand more of like what you need to learn, how you need to learn, and things like that. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately. A lot of learning, reading, learning in this area, coding, programming, computer science, my usual, of course, mindfulness, my design stuff, my books. Anyways, so I want to make more content for this channel. It's just I don't know if I really want it to be just a vlogging channel, because I feel like sometimes the things that I do are just like feel like the same, or the things that I cannot show for now at least. And I have so many other interests that I could talk about, teach about, because, well, I've been doing so many things until now in life. It's just I'm trying to find the right direction, formula, which is going to actually make those things possible. So until then, I'm going to try to show up a little bit more often, even if it is to just talk about things like this, until I figure out the direction. Oh, and actually I'm going to see you soon on main channel. I'm gonna film very soon a video for main channel. Yeah, that was it. See you next time, and see you very soon on main channel. Ciao.